and welcome to another Teacher Tech video. I am Brian and let's get straight into today's breakdown. So for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at how to assign different groups in Schoology in your classes. Now this is a great way to really help you break down whether or not you have some students on modifications, students on other modifications, and maybe some students that receive no modifications. That way they're all able to be grouped together to receive the same type of modified content, or even if you just want certain groups, maybe there's a group A and group B for a lab or something in science that you want to be able to break those down into. So first things first, we're still working with the free version of Schoology here. I've not done the paid program examples, but once again, this all works with the free version. So if you go over and you move over to members, this is where if you've had your students sign up, you'll actually have an option of students. Now I was lucky enough I had some colleagues of mine sign up to be able to be my demonstratees with grouping. So it's pretty simple. All of this right here, if you have the golden shield with the turquoise or blue star, that just represents that you're an administrator on the account. The rest are considered students. So if you go over here to add grading group, you click here, and it's as easy as name your group. So for this first group, we shall name it Group 1. Now for Group 1, as it'll tell you right here, you have 0 selected. I'm going to pick the first 2 here just to show you how it works and create a grading group. So now we have Group 1, but we still have 2 more people to go, so we're going to add another grading group, and we'll call this Group 2. And with that, we can select the other 2. Now with this, you can actually overlap and select certain students for multiple groups, so depending on how you want to set this up, it really does give you a lot of different options. But for today, I'm just making a Group 1 and Group 2. So it'll show you underneath each of the students' names what group they fall into, which is awesome. Also, a big shout out to Cindy Langler, Lindsay Loffick, and Kelly Scobie for being brave enough to sign up for my example class and let me use their names and stuff like that to make this video for you guys. So as we continue on here, we've now got our 2 groups. Now this does a couple of different things. So if we go back to our materials page, we have one example here of Punnett squares. Now the first thing I'm going to show you guys how to do to work with these groups is how to individually design different requirements for different students for worksheets. So you can see here we have our original genetics Punnett squares worksheet. What we're going to need to do here is make a duplicate of this. Now you can't just go here and copy the course because it's already in this course. So the only thing we can do is add a material from our resources folder, which if it loads, we can go to our personal and upload it at course, example class, ungraded. And if that was moving too quick for you guys, I have a video coming out about how to upload things from your resources and groups and how all that will work. So now if we hit the refresh button here, we should get 2 of it. Okay, so let's say we want to change this one, just for the sake of the example here, to be different just for the sake of being able to stand out. I will add asterisks. Okay. So now what we're going to be doing is getting ready to individually assign these assignments to our students. So a couple of things that I've realized now with the paid version and the free version of Schoology is that the free version of Schoology has a little bit more restrictions on how you can individually assign these, but it's still doable, and let's go through it. So we're going to have to add a folder. And we'll call this the genetics folder. And we're going to do one with an asterisk genetics folder. All right, so now we have one folder without an asterisk and one with. So I'm going to take the assignment that is with the asterisk and move it into the genetics folder. Now you have one option of being able to drag and drop it in, or you can hit File, Move, and select the folder to move it into, depending on how you want to quickly move things or, follow a step-by-step process for it. So now that they are in each of the folders, what we can actually do here is click on the gears and go to individually assign. Now that we've clicked the individually assign, you can either sit here and click all the students that you want to be able to see only this folder, or if we've already broken up our students into groups, you can actually select which groups can see the folder. Once you do that, this folder will individually be assigned to only those students who are in group 1, and you would just hit assign. And then it does this little nice thing for you as a teacher. You know that group 1 is assigned to the genetics folder without the asterisks, which means if we go to folder 2 and hit individually assign, we can now click grading group 2 and assign that to that group. Alright, so now that they're assigned to both groups, it shows us that there's one group for each of the folders. If you click on that group, it'll show you which group it's assigned to. So now that these are assigned, only group 1 will see this genetics folder, while only group 2 will see this genetics folder. So what this allows you to do is you can go into the folder and change what the assignments look like per each group. So if you needed to have a more tiered or scaled back assignment for students, you can do that this way through here by actually clicking on the actual document itself and then editing it from there through Google Docs. That way when the students go to work on it, it'll generate that copy of what is fixed, and the other students won't even know that there's another copy or a different version of that worksheet out there, which is also another great part of all of this. So that's all I wanted to show you guys today, was just a quick breakdown of how to A, make your classroom groups, and B, how to individually assign assignments. Now the nice part about this is in the paid version, you don't have to make the folders. You can just assign an assignment individually on the spot. It's a little bit more choppy around the free version, but there's a way to at least get around it by using folders, and it's not really that crazy of an extra step. So I hope this video helped you guys out today. This has been Teacher Tech, and I hope you enjoyed the video.